Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to learn about the polynomials. Well, first of all, let me tell you that we are going to start the chapter of algebra, and starting with algebra we supposed to know about the polynomials. So I'm going to tell you about the polynomials, their definition, types, and degrees. So let's begin with the definition first. A polynomial in the variable, for example x, with degree is defined as a naught x power n plus a1 x n minus 1 plus a2 x n minus 2, where this a naught, a1, a2, a n minus 1 and a n are real numbers. That means a belongs to a real number and a n is not equals to 0. They are non-zero numbers and non-negative as well. N is non-negative and these a's are all real numbers. Okay. So we can write this polynomial as p of x equals to a naught x power n plus a1 x n minus 1. The power is decreasing, by the way. a2 x n minus 2 plus sign over here. Okay, this is the logical expressions. These are the terms which we can express in algebraic form. If I say a, if n is equals to, if I am putting some numbers over here, a x square n is equals to 2, then plus a x, n is 2, you know that n is 2 here. So n minus 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1 plus a 2 minus 2 is 0, and we know that if 2 minus 2 is equals to 0, that is x naught. So x naught is equals to 1. So instead of writing 1, we will leave it like this. In general form we can write it as x square, or you can say 2x square plus 4x plus of 3. This is how we represent it in numeric form. Okay, so let's go through with the example so that you can understand it better. Okay, so in polynomials it has different types. First of all, it has constant polynomial. Constant polynomials are 2, 3, in which you have 2x naught. Then we have linear polynomial. In linear we have ax power 1 and b equals to 0. Okay, then we have chord. In which we have ax square plus b of x. You know that x square and then the power is gradually coming down. Here the x was having a power of 1, the exponent was 1. Here the exponent is 2 and the exponent is gradually decreasing. So 2 minus 1 is 1, and then c x naught. Here we have x naught, so we are not writing it as x naught, because we know that x naught equals to 1, right? So we are not going to write it. So it is quad polynomial. Then we have cubic. In cubic we have ax cube plus bx square plus c of x plus d equals to 0. So these are the types of different polynomials: constant, linear, quad and cubic. Before going to define these degrees of polynomials, I am going to describe what are constant, what are coefficients, what are variables, so and what are exponents. So here we have 5xy square minus 3 of x plus 5y cube minus 3 equals to 0. So this is, we have equation. Equation has always an equals to sign with it, and it is equals to with something, constant number or 0 or whatever. So here this it has this equation. If it is without the equals to sign, then it will be an equation, sorry, expression. ये expression होता if it is without the equals to sign of equality, expression. If I am putting it with 5x square xy square minus 3 of x plus 5 of y cube minus 3 equals to 0 or 2 or whatever, then it will be known as or said to be as an equation. So this is the major difference between the expression and the equation. Okay, so here I am describing that 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 terms, by the way. These are the terms: term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4. So these are the terms. And over here 5x square xy square. So it has 5 as a constant number as well as the coefficient. So we will say that it is a coefficient of xy square, where x and y are the variables which changes variables, and here you can see a square on top of y. So this 2 is the exponent or power, you can say exponent, right, or you can say power. We call it generally like square, y square. If it is written like y cube, y3, that is it means y cube, you will call it as cube. So this is, it has a degree of 2. So here how many terms we got? 4 terms. The variables you have understood, the coefficients you have understood, right? It has 5, 3, 5, and this is the constant because it is free from the variables. So these are the coefficient over here. Here the constant is 3. 3 is the constant number. So this is how we sort it out in algebra, how we call it. This is a generalized form of equation, expression, and these are the different things which are basis of algebra. When we solve algebra, these are the main things we have to understand completely in order to solve. Now let's begin with the degrees. Here we have degree. The degree is equals to the power of the exponent. How much is the exponent is written in the expression or equation, we will sort it out. We will identify that expression's degree from that. If this is written ax1 plus b, it is the linear term, and this is the power 1, so we call it as linear. Here you can see the power of x is representing the second degree, and the power or exponent of 3 on x represent the degree 3, third degree, right? So these are the different types of degree over here. This is how we recognize the expression regarding the degree. Okay, the first one is the linear, whose degree is 1. Then you know that the second one is ax square, whose degree is 2. so that is chord. The third one is the degree having 3, that is the cubical polynomial. And we have, if we have this one, like for suppose ax4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus d of x plus of e equals to 0, then it is said to be the power of 4, and 4 is the biquadratic polynomial. These are the different types of polynomial with the degrees. Okay, so this is how we recognize them via degree. The fourth degree is the biquadratic. Let's do some examples of linear, quadratic, cubical and biquadratic polynomials, so that you can have a better understanding. Okay, so if we have this, first of all, if we have 2 of x, or if we have p square plus q square plus of r, if we have this is 1 2 3, let's take x cube plus xy, and then the fourth one equals to 2x4, or and 5 is p square q r, sixth one is x upon 4 plus 4, the seventh one is 5 pq square. Okay, so let's recognize it. The first one, you can see the variable having degree 1, so it will be obviously linear. The second one, you can see it has the variable having second degree, another one as well as the second degree, but we will look at the first one, so it will be, what we will call it, a chord. Quadratic. Okay, this one is the quadratic. And then if we have a look over here, the third one, you can easily recognize that is the cubical or cubic. Then the fourth one, again it's fourth degree of having the degree of 4, so it is biquadratic polynomial. Then here p square q square r, here you can see p square, q and r all belongs to the same term, so it is 2 1 and 1, so how many altogether? 4, so it will all obviously a biquad. Here the polynomial's degree is 1, so it is linear. Here you can see the polynomial variables having degree 2 and 1, 2 plus 1 3, so it will be the, what will be, cubic. I hope that you have understood the degrees and the polynomials differences, and there is no doubt in it now. If you have any confusion, you can ask me in the comment box. Thank you.